Go for the double setup, just swinging into it now with the fault line to set this one up. They want to try and take the brawl, and it's a delayed fight, honestly. At 1 minute, who can really call it? This is it, the damage now, finally. Bullets peppering through, and blind as a bat does not matter for Kawazine. There needs to be the response, and it's there. Paper-X coming out swinging. Heads have been found here, straight to the cranium. The shots, that's a little bit messy still. The job getting done. QCK, last one standing. Players are weak, walking right into him, but he instant trade. Kawazine taking a peek and a wonder, will get at least punished for it. Head taken clean off, less. 3 peeks. Plays looking away, but a nice double face of Paper-X, making sure that they clean up those mistakes. And now the smoke's dropped down. More exploration into mid. Only a stinger, so Forsaken can't quite take a peek, but will they clear this corner? The peek angle, Sadak might just be able to react in time. He's not going to push it. It's just holding for it. 2 years. Anticipating some sort of reaction there, something now. He's in a forward close position. Lucky to be alive there with the util out into his hands, but finally with the paranoia sent flying, follow through with Devi. Watching all the appropriate angles and avenues of the plant down 2 versus 2.
Cover going out.
Paper-X are going to be able to pull a lot of time off the clock here, even if Loud is successful.
In the smoke, flash around the corner, but it's an empty site. Fully evacuated. Wall up. This is cheeky. Devi now has to get a move on, pushing forwards. QCK half on the board, finds the first kill. 1 versus 1. Can he win it? It's a gamble! Has
he got it?
Time just about! And that's from that half he got pro. Okay.
Especially if they're hitting timing shots like that.
Just off the cue of the flash. 2 players are left stacked now. Cat is being watched. You can see something. He's got his eye on it. Anticipating that there might be that reflank with a minute on the mark here for the round. Definitely time to play with, definitely time to work around, but if they do walk into the Bucky, there is some level of danger here. I mean...
Sadak can't really escape, though.
No, but Mindfreak is way ahead of the pack, so I don't think he's going to get traded, and he isn't. So Sadak's still stuck here. Might have to use util. Nade drop down as well. This guy is now a nuisance. A thorn in their side. He's buying them time, and the mosh pit has to be committed. Force him out wide into the open. Still alive, by the way.
On yet. He walked in through A main.
Okay, well, he's found that timing from the classic. Okay, a heaven position. 2 years. He's got his, and now it is a little bit messy and scrappy.
But
that's our use.
But Monyet lurked in through A main, and now Devi is lurking in through B main. So, because Loud are playing this composition, oh my god, what a shot. Because Loud are playing the comp without the Sentinels, that doesn't play spread around the map, that needs to group up and fight and peek for info, Paper-X are finding those lurk timings real nicely.
They didn't get ahead of themselves, did they? They didn't get flustered when Sadak got that initial kill. They managed to get themselves into an advantage position, arguably here, lit up a beacon pointing directly towards in a double face. There's no hesitation in the player Paper. A re-clear into mid. Possibly some util to set this one up with the Prowler. Paper-X going to be aware. Nade going wide here. Monyet, no one to cover! Kawazine! Disgusting work, and QCK would have followed through.
Here are the lurkers. 1-3-1 default for Paper-X. It's on Mindfreak or something to try to find timings. The spike dropped. Makes everything way more difficult.
Whoa, what a shot.
Yeah, he does find that opening.
Let's see if this gets work here. Being defended up into mid, crouched, tucked into the corner. That's Sadak. He's essentially alone in this spot. They've doubled up through main. Now he's crouched. He does find that angle and fight. So 1v3 looks just less and less likely. Yeah, it is running and gunning. Okay, saves the day there for Loud. Big ultimates. That's a nice one. QCK punishes that one. Mindfreak usually going to be the lurking player.
I like that Loud swap it up. Previous round they were playing heavy for mid, now they're playing heavy for the outsides of the map. And Sadak, he's used the ult there. I'm not exactly sure what pressure that was off, but he certainly thought something was happening.
Did indeed Forsaken. Oh my, lurked all the way up. Does Kawazine even expect this? No, he's backing away. Silent jumps up though. I don't think Forsaken knows that he's backed away from the angle. He's waiting for time, honestly, making a lot of noise on both sides of the map. There's a thrash and Monyet just making it feel like it could be present over towards any direction. The QCK layers down with a volley, but a TP forwards to just get right past it. Devi slunk his way into the site, but can he follow up with this kill
Forsaken
here?
caught.
There's so much going on all over the place.
Yeah, Forsaken lurking through mid, caught though, and now Monyet becomes the other lurker.
25 seconds left. He loses duel at 2 years. Critical one at that. Even no gaps here into the play. Judge right in his face. And operator as well, the barrel practically.
And this is what they've settled on.
Hello. Brawl to be taken here. This is an onslaught. Approaching from every single direction and nobody can hang on. Paper-X didn't stand a chance. They're the ones that are supposed to be going for the W gaming.
That's such a classic, great idea from Loud. You come out of your opponent's timeout and run a set play to steal the tempo. And they've wiped the floor with Paper. An absolutely flawless round.
Strange economical purchases. Still, Prowler here setting it up. Disrespect by something. Look at this guy. He's up onto the angle. Doesn't care that he stand up. Hits it with a second shot. Finally, the second bullet. Dashing in with the satchel. And he's upset the aim entirely. Kauzin didn't know which way to look, didn't know which way to aim. Opens up the sight now for the plant. His post-plant positions of Paperex pretty sublime. Divide falling. Only chances here.
QCK is going to be ulting back in potentially with only an op to work with.
Dropping wall down in his face, Molly. Oh goodness me! How does that one catch? Everybody's giving us up. It looks like. What is that? Hello, 2 years chasing him over extension. I don't think there's any chances. Listen, surely time is running out, but handing these kills just over to him.
And considering the Paperex's economy was not amazing to come into this round, these are not fantastic kills to be given in the other direction, but it won't. He's not worried.
Nice shot, 2 years. Expecting it from the high ground angle. QCK. Good ball thrown at them. Still, it's back to a multitude of players now, and he's got to try and at least put up that wall to try and prevent them from getting past it. 2 years repositioned, still with the operator, and it's Paperex who are the ones who aren't coming up with really any of the appropriate answers. Double smokes out to try and get themselves into position, but it's being spammed with the rifle at work. Hopes and dreams placed onto the end of the barrels, and everything stolen away from them. So here it sends it. Paranoia go flying along with the Dizzy, swarming into the side. Yeah, 3 players into hell. Anything to clear this one might have to just jump in. It's a beautiful smoke. 2 years is using it to just divide up this site as well, and it's making it more than difficult. Damn difficult. Having a defuse might make a difference. Paperex mind free, going forward, right click away. An absolute bundle differential. Something running a mockery straight through main. Retake attempt. The weapon is not too ideal either, but Dizzy does the work. 3 revealed and suppressed out there. Forsaken is just in their faces now. Still trying to double up into hell.
Against the judges.
Just pushing them back as well, and it's just random spam and spraying through. Paperex, man, running them through. And still now the sticking on. Broken. Destroyed in the process. Man's there, ready to try and pick up the pieces of this fight, but can reset the aim in time. Something.
Exact opposite side of the map. He's so aggressive with the op.
Just takes it to him. And that's because Loud, you know, they're waiting for these right timings. And they think that they're ready for it. I mean, they're holding that with a lot of players. But something's just too quick with it, man. Too quick with it. 8 rebounds close to the corner. That's Munya hoping to catch a player that might have just repositioned there.
What I love about Something is he's so good with Gecko's mobility utility, the legs.
Yeah, I love the way he presses 3 on the keyboard. And pulls out the knife just to run away. He does it better than anybody.
Divide does not have a Paranoia to play off here. He's got to rely on the Thrash.
Yeah, he's using the Thrash trying to set this up here. Good return on the fire there from Sadak. Gets the trade off at least. Attainment into the corner, so it's slowed them down once more, but 50 seconds left into the round. No prior map control here for Loud.
Yeah, they've stacked everything in a fight over towards A main. They're losing it, and now Paperex have 3 players ready to collect.
Deep orb. Placed by less. Trying to use this to try and get themselves into position. That spam, the spray, a few stray bullets, TP forwards into the mix of things. But listen, Munya inside the smoke, Loud paving the way forwards here. It's brute force, it seems to be the name of the game, but only 1 player will stand. Sadak, the IGL, does not stand. A bit of Odin spam and spray through. Jumping spot, you do not survive that apparently. It's a nice attempt and a nice clearance, but still, as they're trying to swarm the positions, they're getting absolutely pounded with artillery. Lesto. 1 HP, man, 1 HP. And maybe more than a dream. He's managed to bring this to a 2v2. Doesn't have the spike, though. That was dropped down a little bit earlier.
Look how bold Forsaken is. He just jumped up on the same spot with a classic in hand. 2 years?
2 years.
He's seen it!
Just altered up there, and he just sees him crouched.
That's unreal!
Knee or an elbow, I'm not too sure, but it just pokes out here. It's on the other side of the map.
And he's thinking, how on earth have my team lost this? What's going on?
Just no shot. I mean, less. Of course, being a difference maker. Now, they don't know where Munya is.
They have no idea. And Paperex are the kind of team to over-rotate a little on defense, so they assume that he's close.
30 seconds
and now
left.
Munyet's wondering, well, where have they gone? Because if they were just on B, surely they would have got the plant down.
Incredibly winnable with how low these two players are for Munyet.
He could kill them both with one nade.
Exactly. The nade, and not just that, went away from the showstopper, for he really wanted to try and seal the deal. Here it is. He's got a lot to clear here, but maybe gifted yet. Bit of that information. Pulls out the rifle, expecting the re-swing. Both the players are towards the back of the site now. A smoke. Drop down, Classic out. Thinks twice against it, thinks second against it. Boombot forwards, that's gonna have to be broken. Nade, rebounds, out wide, and now he's just firing. Here's the rocket, talked about it earlier. Pre-fires in the corner, but he guesses incorrectly. And now he's left wondering, which way is 2 years? How did he reposition? Time, ticking, shortly getting away from him. He thinks he's behind the boxes. A miscon perhaps away from it. 2 years. I'm into the corner, Mindfreak already dropped down to 50. Never mind, he's dead.
He's gone.
Finished. Dealt with.
And now, to be honest, Loud have no reason to immediately go into a B site hit. Right? They know that PaperX are very fast on defensive rotations. They cleared out Gelato early. Loud can just pump the brakes here and allow PaperX to spread out a little bit around the map, or even force them into making a play that they can punish.
No command. Smoke off the timing for it, just trying to block off B main here. Wally sent flying into the smokes available here, ready with the spam. Damage being done. Sadak barely alive, but does return the fire. Forsaken still.
What a
tucked
spot.
into the side. Yeah, but not going to be clear potentially, but faced by too many targets in opposition. This time storming into the site. It's going to be gained for them with that territory. Loud now. Reload. Of the Odin. 2 players left alive here. Munyet, though, has got his back to all the available players. Flash is really quite excellent, peeking through it. So now Loud taking that
opportunities to have his will imposed upon the game. And he snuck up to try to take fights. Grabs one, and he gets out.
Forsaken scot-free, man.
He's the player that's been the difference maker this tournament, and he wants more.
Oh, punished with the jump spot.
So punished for that.
2 players waiting for him to just make that kind of mistake with the paranoia flash over the top. There was a bit of a team line, but on site control for them, and now fighting towards Market. Something dropped dead. Difficult spot the PaperX are being put into here is that the fact that Loud are just getting into these sites, obviously it's against the half by PaperX, but they're not having to use ultimates doing it. They can save them now for when PaperX have a bit of a buy round, the money's back into an orderly and sensible fashion.
PaperX here. Again, the silver lining would be to apply enough pressure that the ults do get invested. It just doesn't seem likely, though.
No, it doesn't.
And PaperX's game plan has broadly been... Hello, you see? No, there's no danger here. PaperX's game plan has broadly been to try to stack one of the sites and just kind of hope that Loud are going there.
One enemy remaining.
And the problem with that is...
Top of mid, eyes onto it, Munyet. Paranoia settling in. Devi inside the smoke, wants to rule that position and take names away from them.
What?
Picked up. He's right behind them. What is that kind of play? Still, heads are falling and so are the bodies, toppling down. Time working against them now over the top and running around. Oh my God. Something. Wall up in his face, contact plays, and he's out of there. Backing away, covering fire from Forsaken. Making sure the evacuation goes off without a hitch. Walking straight into the line of sight. It's something who's sniping them away in precision across the board for PaperX. Wiping out the opposition.
Awesome round. This has really turned the tables. It's only Cowanzine left alive. They know where he is. Trapped in a corner. He's going to have to duel 4 players to be able to get out of here.
Util in the stun.
He's just stuck.
No chance. So overzealous potentially, perhaps, maybe over-aggressive, but they're not expecting it still. They've sucked up that space right back away from them. Sadak, the sole survivor of that position in the tree, lays down the nade, but there's no follow-up. Flash now to re-peek. It's a nice one, at least to try and cook up on the fly, but PaperX are online. And that's counter spam again. Les is trying to play it himself with the Odin. They're disrespecting him.
The same plays working out again for PaperX. It's like they just run back the highlights of the previous rounds.
That's just insanity.
Forsaken spamming, as far as I can tell, the exact same line, and this time, Les goes down, something's feasting.
Little to no chance for Loud now. This map 1. It's gonna be sealed up nice and pretty with a bow on top of it. For PaperX, all the right adjustments at all the right time, but Fuel to the fire just running out for Loud as well with his composition. They are struggling ever since they haven't been able to get those ults online. But Wingman sends him out flying. Quite connect. Kawazin seeking to try and pivot, but he can't break the door in time. Has to reload too on top of this. And already something is there. Following the sound cues, jiggle it out, baits out the op shot at least, but right into the judge. Now Forsaken, trapped in the corner, but it matters not. It's a 1v5, it would have to be the play of 2 years his career to stand even a chance in hell. And for PaperX, the leisurely walk is what it feels like.
Left.
Happy and secure in the knowledge that they are just setting sail into the sunset. Happy as anything, map 1 entirely wrapped up.
A beautiful late resurgence.